Hello, and welcome back to Guardians of Parna, episode 16? Cool. Today we are going to be continuing our adventure, where last we left off, the party entered what seemed to be the main chamber of this cave that they have found. They stumbled in, and upon not being surprised, but somewhat surprising a group of kobolds, they made their way to exterminate them, all bar one. Upon following him, he led them straight to Mr. Dragon, named Tractyl, who has recently destroyed Tarfon, and those in Parna believe he is seeking to destroy them next. And thus, the party entered the cave to destroy the dragon. And after dealing some good damage, and the dragon dealing some good damage, he began to escape. And Beowulf decided to dimension door onto the back of the dragon. However, being low in health and down in spells, was smacked off, and the dragon got away. And some quick thinking got Zynes to tell Acklin to throw her, where she then polymorphed into a giant ape to go against the sides of the cavern, catch Beowulf without harming him, and get down back on the ground. And that is immediately where you find yourselves. You have brought Beowulf back to, I think, like 9 HP.
Yeah.
He is alive on the ground, looking up but breathing, and that is where you find yourselves.
Welcome back to the land of the living.
Why didn't you get the dragon?
It's a little difficult. As rough ride.
I need you to make a perception check. All right, because you guys cannot be surprised in this mountain, as they bring him down and they are getting Beowulf situated. You take a glance up the long chute, and you see that there are 2 giant boulders that are starting to fall down this tunnel.
Run away!
I need help moving.
I will grab Beowulf's arm and pull him off to the side with me.
Well, and it tells you about it.
It seems to be falling very fast, and like you only have 10 seconds to react.
Can I dash over here?
Yeah.
Anna knows. She hasn't told us yet.
Oh.
I yell to everybody, move back from the big gaping hole that's dropping rocks.
Everybody moves but Anna.
I like how I just suddenly look on screen and suddenly everybody scatters. It's like, shoosh, 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 shoosh.
And with that, a large and these 2 cause no one gets hit by the magma that is spurted everywhere, and these giant 2 boulders start to slowly sink and become no longer visible. But the splash, you just hear all over, just the sizzling of the hot magma hitting the rocks.
That was close.
Not trying to die a second time today.
I'm gonna look at this treasure pile beneath me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm all about that.
Beowulf's just gonna take a moment and just, take it easy.
I will go ahead and I'll cast a level 2 Cure Wounds on Beowulf.
Since I dodged the magma over here, I see the caged individuals, and I'm going to ascertain whether or not there's anyone living for here.
Make a perception check.
Okay.
And then anyone down by the treasure, make an investigation check.
Beowulf, that's an extra 18 hit points.
How's my perception on that one, buddy?
That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Said 18.
As you guys rush out of the way, and the magma resides, you don't hear anything else coming down the tunnel. But this place, even though without the dragon's presence, does seem like it is still going to pose a threat. As nowhere near you guys, over here, a geyser of lava just shoots up and starts to, crack the earth. Not like it's cracking in half, just like it's spurting up, and this place still seems to be.
Would you describe it as unstable?
Not like it's all gonna just like the rocks are gonna fall out from under you. It seems the same as when you guys were fighting the dragon. It seems there are still possibly gusts, puffs of poison air that might come up, or there are still things happening.
Okay.
The cages. There are 4 cages. And you see 4 bodies. The one closest to you is just charred to ash. There are bones, and then the rest is just ash. The next one, you see curled in the corner, possibly unconscious. You see Davward Songsteel from the council.
Okay.
The other two bodies appear unconscious as well.
Is the cage unlocked?
It is not.
I'll go ahead and cast knock on it.
Okay.
And so when I open the cage, I try to rouse him, just to kind of shake him and see if he's got any kind of level of consciousness, alert, or anything.
He doesn't seem to come conscious with you shaking him.
Give him a nice knuckle grind in the sternum here. Does he respond to pain?
No.
Then I'll take a potion of healing out of my pack and pinch his nose and pour it down his gullet.
Okay. It takes a moment or two until he starts to cough and starts to wave your hand away from his nose.
I ask him if he's well.
Who?
No, the owl's put away.
Who is it? Who are you?
Guardians of Parna?
I am not well.
Can you stand?
Takes him about 30 seconds with the help of the bars. He just seems overly exhausted because, as you remember, it's hot.
Yeah.
He seems, sweaty. He seems to be very exhausted from being kept here for however long he's been here.
Well, were you taken capture when Tarfon fell? Did the dragon take you?
Yes.
I will use my wonderful powers to cool whatever clothing I can, square footage off, and try to wrap it around his neck to see if that brings any kind of relief to him. I tell him just to try to stand and gather himself right now, and yell across the cavern to the rest of them. We've got a live one here, and need help. And maybe one of the spellcasters that have spells to extend can try to heal him up some more and bring him some more comfort. And then I want to move on to the next
has
cave.
an extra potion of fire resistance, right? Still? I thought you didn't use that because you were in kitty form when we started the battle.
No, I ended up getting knocked out of kitty form and ended up taking it halfway
Okay.
through the battle.
Does Una Aura still have my extra one, Boom?
She does.
Well, then I'd call out to my lady to assist Tong Steel over here and give him the potion to quaff and maybe heal him up, and ask her. I mean, I assume that since we all met on the council, that she knows him as well. And
Oh yeah, absolutely. As soon as you call over, she rushes Davwood, and she begins to pick him out of the cage, and kind of sets him down. Yeah, if you're gonna motion for her to use the potion on him, she will.
yeah,
She'll
definitely.
use the potion. She can cast Cure Wounds.
Okay. Actually, right underneath where he's laying, can I just hit it with a ray of frost and try to kind of cool off that area right there where he can lay on some cool comfort for at least a few minutes and maybe gather himself a little bit better? Just tell him to chill.
Yeah, so she reaches down and casts the healing magic, and he starts to look a bit better. Takes the potion.
Go ahead.
Yeah, he takes the potion, and he starts to sit up on his own just a little bit.
Nice. I'll let Unora know to, definitely keep a watch over him. I'm going to check the other cages to see if possibly the poor unfortunate souls may be spared a death here. So I'll move up to the next one.
Okay. They both appear limp, and just by looking at them, they don't appear to be breathing. They appeared like they probably didn't make it.
Could I tell whether or not they are in similar garb as Tong still? Are they Tarfon soldiers? Can we see?
Make another perception check.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't appear to be soldiers. They appear just to be townsfolk, and there's in the top cage. Now there's a little bit of a look, so you kind of have to look up, but it appears to be a woman in a dress, and then the one next to you is a man, and he's got nothing but his loins.
And are there cages? Is the cage in front of me unlocked?
No.
All right, I'll go ahead and use knock again. And
Okay.
just because I fear for, just leaving them without double checking. So I'll go up to the body and see if I can ascertain a heartbeat or breathing or anything of that nature to see if it's really expired.
Yeah, you put your hand, you wait. You don't feel anything going on in there. He does feel it's hot in here, but you can tell that it's
He's cooler.
not
His body's
warm.
cooler than what it should
Right.
be. Yeah.
right.
Can I scramble up the little edge there to the last cage and check it?
Yep.
Okay.
This
Is it
one
locked?
Yep, this one's locked too.
I'll use knock again.
Okay.
And then check this body as well.
Same thing.
Regretfully. I'll call out to the party and let them know that both of these have perished and ask them if how we want to send them on to the afterlife. I don't think they should stay in cages as just dead bodies to whittle away to ash. So that we need to do something, either give them a Viking funeral on the magma or
There's
something
this
of that
pit
nature.
of lava right here.
Yes.
All right. Let's move over to you guys as he is checking them out. You guys are going through the loot.
I want to grab any gems starting with largest to smallest.
Okay.
Can I do?
Let's look here.
And I went over to the cages when X called out, but it doesn't look like I can really do anything to help. I have cure wounds as well that I could have used, but I'm going to head back over to the treasure. And I'm also going to whistle for Chill to join me.
I'm going to need some healing too at some point. I'm down like 60.
Can I do like a perception check on the environment? Because I know you said like gusts of lava and poison gas were coming up and stuff. Like to see if is it possible to do like some kind of short rest or something?
You can make so you're just trying to get the stability of
The environment.
make a nature check.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't seem stable. Like as you're kind of checking things out from over here, this giant burst of volcanic gases starts to spew out. You and Zinies are going to have to move if you don't want to be poisoned.
All right. I'll start going towards where the other group is.
But it kind of seems to answer your question that it does not seem that this would be the best spot to rest.
Gotcha.
Is Bearwell still kind of limping?
Yeah, I'm like hobbling.
Okay.
Okay. Chitter.
How...
Well, as you guys come up to this loot pile, you can see the 4 treasure chests that have just more gold in them. The gold doesn't appear to be different, but it just appears to be there's more of it. You can see, though, there is a large pile of items and things that seems to amass. Surprisingly, some ruined, some in good condition. There is just a mass of wealth here. Some be it in great condition. Other stuff is just like ruined.
Can I look through that pile?
Yeah. So as you're starting to sort through, Chad's helping, not finding his coolest stuff. Chad, you start to find like shields with huge cracks in it. You find a sword, but it seems that it's the dullest sword you've ever found. So you seem to be finding things, but it just doesn't seem to be as good as stuff. Chitter, you do come across some very nice looking sapphires, but these sapphires are black, and they seem to be good size sapphires. You find 6 black sapphires.
I take 6 black sapphires.
All right. You would think that they probably could go for 5,000 gold apiece. They are that big and that shiny.
Okay.
I'm just gonna call out to the group that we need to. This place is unstable. We don't want to stand in one place for too long.
You also find a chainmail shirt. You find a mace that does appear to be magical. You guys are getting a pretty good sense of what magical items look like. You can't just tell what they do, but you're starting to figure out this one's probably magical.
Bow of some sort?
You do not see a bow currently. You see a little spell scroll holder and a vial of oil.
I'll take the scroll holder.
Okay. As you guys start to amass over there, you also find a potion vial. You find a set of 4 horseshoes that seem to come together, and you find another translucent potion.
Horseshoes, but you already killed my pony. What am I supposed to do with them?
Can I take the potions and the horseshoes?
Sure.
We could play a rousing game.
Unless they're magical and they, fly.
That is the majority of what you find from scouting through.
Let's amscray.
No axes in the pile?
No axes, just a mace.
How long has this looting been going on, Boom?
I mean, it's happening while you are checking over people. But by now, Zinies and Bearwolf have made their way over. You guys can notice that, they kind of wanna move.
And nobody's got any means for teleportation or transportation that's faster than our legs.
I have Dimensions Door, but I can only take 1 person. And I have to take a short rest to do that because I've already expended my spells.
We'd have to get out of here first before we could even think about doing a short rest. I'm just worried about getting Songstill out of here.
Maybe Songsteel. Oh, actually, no, I was gonna say maybe Songsteel knows a means of magic out of here, but probably not.
Savin will just point to your necklace that you are wearing, Bearwolf.
My amulet of the plains.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I could only go to a plane of a different, or a different plane, not the same plane.
It's true, but he's still pointing it out as a
Better than
means of
burning it in.
transportation.
You
All
could
right.
just to another plane, and then I don't know if it recharges or whatnot, but you could always plane shift us back to this plane.
Yeah.
Or hope that the plane would be less volatile than the plane we're currently on.
Well,
Kind of a gamble.
Just make sure there's no snakes on the plane, though. Like, I don't want
Boo.
You ever driven
All right.
that thing before?
well,
We're not taking Xan.
I
What?
just. Oh.
what'd you say, Liv?
Have you ever driven that thing before?
Nope, but it's worth a shot.
Awesome.
Who's ready to take some risks?
Have we
I don't
decided?
know. I don't know if I want to take these risks with everybody being down spell slots and half dead. I don't know if this is a good idea.
We could use the door.
Yeah, I'm kind of liking Chitter's idea.
Nah, nonsense.
You
You're
know
just
what?
saying
You
that-
teleported me before across the lava. Let's do it, man.
You're just saying that
See-
because you don't have feet and you can't walk anymore, right?
I have feet, sir.
He's crispy.
You have shoes. I don't know if you have
A little-
feet.
A little
he's-
tender.
We'll find out later. We'll see later. All right, I'll put a hand on Bear's shoulder.
Wait, what are we doing with the bodies in the cages?
Let them hit the floor.
The lava floor.
We got this pit of lava, natural biodegradation.
Degradable.
Well, then I'll ask for help to gather them and use the rope from my sack to take them over to the hole in the floor and give them a Viking funeral.
I hold my axe over my chest and salute.
Chitter yawns.
As we do this, I say a little silent prayer to Rivorhu to watch over their souls and hope better luck next life.
Okay. So you the dead ones, right? You're putting them in the.
Yeah.
Nobody alive.
I'm just making sure.
I mean, unless anybody wants some.
Come on, go ahead, go.
Bird. I mean, we could get some roasted pigeon over here.
Bearwolf's not looking pretty good. Maybe we should just avoid the inevitable.
Yeah, I mean he's already half lava now. Why not?
I have 27 hit points now,
Downhill.
sir. I am somewhat healthy.
But do you have boots?
Yeah, and it gave me boots.
What are you?
Does
what'd
she
you
ever
put
want
'em
them back? Or I mean, your skin would
Feet.
like
What
fuse
feet?
to them. Yeah.
He just put him on to look like he has feet.
He put him on his nubs.
I'm not talking about your height over here. Don't talk about my crispy legs.
Fair
Well,
enough.
It's not very tactful.
I'd also want to gather any kind of bones from the ashen remains as well and cast them into the lava as well. Just because, no one deserves this kind of death.
They don't care. They're dead.
But I'm alive and I care.
Well, that makes one.
I mean, we all don't turn into tasty, tasty dinner if we get exposed to high heat like some of y'all.
You do. It just depends on the person.
Just so you're aware, Savin is going to take the oil that you did not take.
Okay. But I'm going to charge him for it.
Was there anything else that nobody took?
There's
that
a
wasn't
mace.
crap?
There's a mace. There's a chainmail shirt that appears magical. The mace and the chainmail appear magical. Everything else, it looks like, was taken.
I would like to grab the chainmail shirt.
Okay.
How fast do we need to get out of here?
Does anybody tell me if there's anything that needs to be looted? I mean, I'm over here saving lives and have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, there's a bunch of gold over there.
I don't want the gold. I got plenty of gold.
That's
Anything
it.
else?
And I tell you what Boom just told us.
And
So
I'm
there's a
gonna-
mace left.
There's a mace.
I'm just
And
shoveling
it's-
gold in my pack until we leave.
All right.
I'm doing that as well.
You said that we could kind of get the gist if it's magical? Does it kind of give off that kind of feeling, Boom?
The mace?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pick it up. I'm always curious to identify something.
Yep.
Barrel's just going to stand by and wait for everybody to be ready.
Bearwolf, did we ever look over your scrolls? Maybe you've got a scroll that you picked up that might be teleportation or something of that nature?
I don't know. With this kind of environment, I don't believe we have. What is it? 10 minutes per identification. I don't think we have 20 minutes.
If he
Could you
does the
just
ritual.
read-
Unless I have spell slots.
Yeah.
I have 3 spell slots, so I can identify immediately.
All right. Well, I have 2 scrolls if you want.
It'll still take 2 minutes.
So yeah.
2 minutes is better than 20.
I think it might be
Awesome.
beneficial, so I would say 4 minutes is worth it.
Well, I'll go ahead and identify the 2 scrolls. That leaves me 1 more spell slot for anything else that might need to be identified in a pinch.
All right, you should have access to the 2 spell scrolls that were picked up earlier.
Yeah, go ahead and share it. And as I hand the scrolls back to Kuj, I'm going to tell him that we may be in luck.
Share it with everybody.
Well, share it with Kuj, and then Kuj can make that choice.
Okay. Yeah, you can go ahead and share it with everybody.
Okay, you can all see that you guys now have a scroll of Windwalk and a scroll of Simulacrum.
Windwalk.
Simulacrum.
I mean, we've got enough people. Yeah. Wait. Can we all fly out of here if we do the Windwalk?
Negative.
No.
Because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people, but 2 animals.
Windwalk and the transporter thing could get everybody, though.
Transporter.
Your transporter.
Well, I think that'll cover everyone anyway.
Talking about my dimension door?
No, your necklace, your plane jumping.
No,
Well,
I
we do-
meant Dimension Door. No, he could do that for
Oh,
2
okay.
people and then 10 for the Windwalk, if
Yeah.
he so chooses.
Well, I have to take a short rest to get my 2-dimension doors back.
Plus, dimension door only goes, what, 300 feet or 500 feet?
300.
Yeah, and we're getting 300 feet for, what, a flying? Now, if we dash, is that 600 feet? Or did I misread that? It says the only action can be taken is dash.
Right. So technically, yeah, you could move 600 feet.
Sounds like we get back to Parna that way and
Actually-
potentially meet the dragon.
Boom, you're right. It's 500.
Cool.
The example was like 200 at an angle and 300 up or something like that. And that's why it was 500. But yeah, so however you guys want to do this.
I mean, our 2 animals would be Squeak Squeak and Chill. Chill's intelligent enough to find or Anna wherever she goes.
I don't know how Enna feels about leaving Chill behind though.
Because I have a pet, I'm willing to walk out of here with my pet.
Now, if he's in the papoose when she transforms, isn't it like anything else on her body that kind of gets folded into that shape?
I guess.
So Squeak Squeak could get out of here. The
So
only thing
Chill's the only odd man out.
Technically, Squeak Squeak being a creature shouldn't work that way. He'd be his own creature.
He's more like an object. For that matter. Never mind, I won't say that.
If Dreve polymorphs people, then they could, if they're holding an animal, it would just be one entity.
Right.
Well, animals aside, we're still up 1 person. There's 11 of us, isn't there?
Okay, but if I got polymorphed holding Chill,
Then
Or, you know,
yes, if you got polymorph, because that's what polymorph says. It says that all of your stuff gets polymorphed with you.
stuff, not creatures, though.
Well, true.
Because you have to be a willing creature to be polymorphed.
That's true.
Well, you did earlier,
What?
though. We said that Squeak Squeak became part of King Kong.
What if we
Yeah, for Squeak.
No take backsies.
had a creature like our little companion squad of Squeak Squeak, Chill, and Kahoo and Chill take point on getting out of the
Who's
cave
in the
system.
pocket dimension? I
But
can
what if we
release
did the
Kahoo
thing we were
wherever
going
I
to do in
want
the
to.
first place?
Well, since Kahoo has already flown through it, he can lead Chill and Squeak Squeak out.
I think Chill has the intelligence enough to get himself out.
It's up to Anna.
Yeah, I mean, it's truly Anna's call. But I mean, for when Chill found her, when we very first started in the dungeons that nobody knew existed, like, you know, and they've had this strong bond, I'm sure.
But there was no lava.
But again, there's still 11 people, so one person would be left out of Windwalk.
Don't worry about it, because I can just I can polymorph through my staff, and I'll just polymorph myself into a creature that can fly and just fly along.
Can you fly chill out of here?
If we're at 11 creatures, then if I polymorph, then that takes care of the 10 creatures that are needed, so we don't need to worry about Childen, because he'd be included in that 10 that can transform.
Okay.
Can you just turn into like a giant ape and carry us all out?
Una's gonna ask, so we're not waiting for the dragon?
Come back? No?
He's probably flying to Parna right now.
It's on fire. We should leave.
And we need a rest before we see him again.
I mean, there is a good chance, though. Yeah, that yes, the dragon could be enraged heading to Parna.
I look up the chute.
The only problem with me polymorphing myself is that you guys will be moving at like 300 to 600 feet per turn. I will be moving at like 60 feet per turn. You guys will be a lot faster than me.
Whatever.
You don't have anything that's got a higher level of fly on it that you can polymorph into? Like even like a little...
No.
All right, who wants to do the amulet plan?
I have a question for the Dungeon Master. Does he think that the dragon will return?
Who?
You.
I'm not going to tell you.
Meta as frick.
What if I ask nicely?
What are you talking about?
No, I'm not going to tell you.
He asks the void, will the dragon return? And the void replies,
ask again later.
Outlook hazy.
Savin's going to speak up and say, I suggest. He kind of like gets down. It starts to like draw, even though the rock isn't like sand, so he can't draw on anything, but he starts to draw in the air. I suggest that we take a group to Parna so that they can warn the city. The rest stays, rests, and if the dragon returns, kills it.
I will volunteer to stay, knowing that I could use a tiny hut, cast it as a ritual. We could stay inside tiny hut indefinitely and use that as a long rest, as long as there's enough people to stay there with me. And we'd also be shielded from any kind of negative effects in the layer.
What if the whole thing fills up with lava? How are we going to
Then we will be a dome, a circle.
We can see outside. We can see outside of it, so we'd be able to see if it started to fill with lava.
Yeah, we can make our way out. And I can also chain cast them if I need to.
I'll stay back. I'll stay behind then with Zan. I'll stay behind.
What time of day is it right now?
It's hard to tell, but based on when you guys got up this morning and the time it's taken you, it's probably like 3 or 4 in the afternoon.
Because I'm trying to...
Or 2 or 3. It's probably 2 to 3.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if I were to stay, if I'd maybe have enough time to get more charges on the Staff of Frost. Because I know I have to wait till daybreak.
Well, if you stay or go, isn't it the same thing? Time
well,
yeah, we can wait
I'm
for
talking about
somewhere safe.
in helping with the dragon, or if I would go to Parna. If I could help with, or if by the time the dragon returns, I'm able to get more charges on the staff, then I'll stay. But if not, I'll probably have to go and help Lauren just because of...
Also keep in mind that for those of us who stay, if the dragon does come back, we do not have fire resistance anymore. The potions will have worn off.
We're going to need more of those.
I'll go buy some.
As Shitter is never to be seen again.
For the team. I'll do it.
I'll probably...
Shitter's got all of their gems and running away.
I'll probably head back to Parna.
If Ziny stays, I stay.
What? So is it me and Chitter wanting to go to Parna? And then Zan...
Divvy yourselves up as you make this decision. So left side is going, right side is staying. And you guys tell me how you want to persuade the others.
This song still looking a little rough, so...
Yeah, he's not looking good. He's not dragon fight worthy.
Yeah, so song still
Even
would probably...
after a long rest?
He doesn't have any equipment on him. He just has clothes.
He could have a mace.
Go
Everybody
equip
has
himself in the
extra
treasure
gear.
pile.
Yeah.
So I'm only one spell down, but I'm about half health. So of the two options, for the people who are staying, did we determine that we'll be able to do any recovery?
Yeah, we can do a long rest inside the tiny hut. It's just a maximum of 8 of us or 9 of us that can be inside the tiny hut.
Max 9.
Max 9. So 8 others aside from Zan, because Zan has to stay inside or else it gets dispelled.
I'm going to tell Lunora that if the dragon comes back, we're going to need healing. And there's healers already in Parna if the dragon's attacking there.
I'll stay if you need me. But Davward should go.
And I'll say, Ackland, stay.
Ackland tired.
Ackland can
Ackland
sleep.
rest with us.
Ackland rest.
He's crispier than Bearville.
Can I also just while Ackland comes over, be like, great throw, Ackland, and just give him a thumbs up.
Slap a red on the crispy back.
Just don't high five. You might not live through it.
Yeah, I made that mistake.
He puts his thumb up halfway, and it feels uncomfortable to him, so he just puts it down and doesn't say anything.
Do you guys want I have 2 potions of healing and some HP berries from the tunnels. Do you guys need those while I'm gone, just in case?
I need healing. That's all I know.
Well, I mean, if you're offering them up, we're not going to say no to some potential supplies that could, as long as you don't think you're going to need it for your trip back.
I could give you one of them, since I have 2 anyway, and sure. So I'll give Chad a potion of healing.
Thank
Chad's
you.
about to take a long rest. You won't have to use it right away, but it'll be nice to hold on to it.
In case the dragon comes back, and then we'll both have one.
Yeah, the dragon might come back while we're resting.
Okay. Well, in that case, I will take 4 charges from the staff that I have, the Rod of Absorption, and I will cast Cure Wounds at a level 4 on Chad.
Sweet.
I would like that.
That's 29 hit points.
Wow.
Sweet.
That feels better.
I can give you a level 4, level 3, and a level 1 spell for your Rod of Absorption before we...
Yes, please.
Okay, let me mark them off.
Oh, that's 8 levels altogether. 8 total. 4 plus 3 plus 1.
Hi.
Thank you.
I'll recommend to the group that we might be better off going up near the cages or someplace that has a little bit of elevation from the pool of magma that we're standing next to.
Or by the Coldbold camp where they were sleeping.
Part of me feels safer or better in this immediate vicinity of where the dragon comes and goes, because it obviously can't fit through the other area very well.
That's a good idea. So yeah, probably up by the cages.
But if we go back to the kobold's tents, when he comes back, he won't know immediately that we're there.
He won't know we're immediately here either. We're inside the tiny hut. It obscures us from smell inside or whatever.
He can't see the hut itself?
Nope. It's
Okay, cool.
I do have something. Corbin speaks up. He says, I have the ability to set an alarm within a mile. So I could set an alarm, and if when the dragon comes through the chute, I will know within a mile. And then we can come and get him.
That's a good idea.
So we could go to the very beginning if we really wanted to. Or we can go to the kobold camp. Regardless, I'll know.
Well, I'd feel safer by the kobold camp because less likely to have poisonous gas and magma shoot up at us, and then Corbin's alarm will let us know if the dragon does come within a mile. So I say we make we make Tiny Hut over by the kobold camp.
If when the alarm goes off, does it indicate direction?
I will know something bigger than a tiny creature has come through the space that I designate.
I mean, if that's what you want to do, fine. I just let's make sure that we know it's the dragon coming back and not a kobold that may have gotten separated from a patrol or something. I'd hate for it to be a false positive.
Well, if he's setting it in the big hole in the cave in the ceiling, a kobold's not going to come through there.
That sounds like an idea then.
It is up to it's up to you.
Yes, go ahead and set your alarm for us. Is anybody else that's within our party here, it's the staying party, does anybody else have any spell slots they can burn to charge the staff?
Oh no, Aura, do you have any? You'll get them back after a long rest, I believe.
She's tapped.
Anna, do you have any?
What do you need to charge? What would I use?
It's just a spell that targets me. So a cure wounds, I think, would do it.
Yeah, good or bad, positive or negative, as long as she can be the direct target of it, can charge the staff or the rod.
Okay. I can expend, let's see, 3 level 1s and 2 level 2s.
Okay, so that's a total of 7 more charges.
Corbin has 2 level 1s he can give you.
Okay, so a total of 9 more charges. Fantastic.
Chitter, Bearwolf, is there anything you guys want to do before you set off?
Bearwolf looks like Chitter and it's like, do you trust me? Alright, Bearwolf activates the amulet of the plains.
Do you grab Chitter? Because you have
I grab everybody around me.
And then
we hold
goes
hands
blurry.
with the guardians.
All right, so you put your hand on Davward's shoulder. You grab Chitter, who has Squeak Squeak. Savin is currently not being touched.
I motion for Savin to like come forward.
He looks oddly at you.
We don't have time for the discussion, Savin. Just come on.
Chitter grabs him with his foot claw, like his leg.
All right.
How well do you think you would respond to that?
Reach out and touch me.
Bearwolf just he concentrates on the amulet and activates it.
Okay. What location that you're familiar with on another plane of existence where would you like to go?
Give me a second.
Oh no, he's looking through his book.
Does Beowulf know other planes of existence?
In his lore,
Wait, I thought
said
we were
that
talking about like a field.
No.
I want to get off.
No, it's too late.
He could be going to whatever plane he does that little magic
Feywild.
spell with, that poisons things and stuff.
I love this so much.
Because I know of a few, and I don't want to go to those ones.
Well, Bearwolf and Gabby, it was really nice playing with you guys.
We're gonna make new friends on the other side. We'll be back with an army.
Mount Celestia.
We're going to Mount Olympus, you guys.
Here, get in the secrets with me.
Okay.
Boom was not prepared.
It's like, I don't think you're allowed to go there.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you again because we had to sort something out. It's all good. Where would you like to plane shift?
Feywilds.
Where exactly on the Feywild?
The domain of Titan. Yeah. My Patreon.
Make an intelligence check.
You mean the one that hasn't like done anything positive for you this whole time?
Yes. Is that just regular intelligence, or do I need to?
Yep.
Okay.
At least
Okay.
it wasn't the nat one.
Yeah.
So you grab on with the others, and you guys that you're getting tiny hut ready, you're getting things prepared. You watch as in a wind of smoke and blue energy, Savin, Chitter, Davward, and Beowulf disappear.
That's a cool wind walk spell.
I don't think that was the scroll, guys.
So what do you think just happened to them?
It looked magic-y.
Zan can't talk right now. He's ritually casting the tiny.
No, we're not in space right now. I just did the aura around him, so whenever I move over to the hut, the kobold camp, y'all know where it would be.
Oh, is that where everybody's heading?
I thought that we were going to the kobold
Okay,
camp.
cool.
Yep, go ahead and show me where you guys want to set up camp. And we'll get you all over there. So I take it you guys are hunkering down for a long rest.
Well, yeah, that would be the most beneficial.
That's what I'm checking out.
With alarm. It's that Bill and Ted scene where they're falling. What do you want to do now? Let's yell some more.
I've actually never seen that movie.
Sorry for the spoilers.
I'm so sad for you. That's what I'm being for Halloween.
Bill or Ted
Ted.
are both like where you can have on one side your Bill and the other side your Ted, kind of like a Two-Face.
I like that.
Can someone help me find?
Bill S. Preston Esquire.
We had discussed that because of Inna's natural explorer, or was it something else that you guys couldn't be surprised?
I
Her
can't
favorite
Was
terrain.
my natural, yeah, favorite terrain. That's what it was.
And I'm trying to find that again.
Hang on.
I'm eating, so don't count on me to look it up.
Jeez, Dreve, why are you off the clock? I thought you were always fact checker.
We can't hear Beowulf. He's on a different plane of existence.
Some people would be happy with that.
No, I'm sad.
I'm looking where I thought it was, and I don't see it. That's why I'm asking.
We are Bill and Ted. To do
Looking it up, hang on.
interdimensional road trip. That's me and Bear.
Okay.
For the thumbnail, you can have us in a phone booth.
As you're continuing to look that up.
7 can be Rufus. It's gonna be Creek.
Is he playing the guitar?
So you guys that just plane shifted, it takes you a moment until your vision, because your vision is black as you leave, and it returns. And as you look around, you are definitely not in the same place that you started.
Kansas.
You look around, and it seems that where you have ended up is almost in a constant, perpetual state of dawn and dusk. There's no light source that you can pin down and find. You look around you, and there is just a canopy of trees that just continues, it looks like, to go on in all directions. You have found yourself in a clearing, and the clearing has this canopy, so you can't see the sky, but everything is almost constantly lit, but not brightly, almost like dimly. And there's these small, about 20 or so feet up, yellow, seems like glowing orbs of some sort that are just almost pulsing with light. And they're every 5 feet or 10 feet or so, and they're just hovering. The ground is soft, and the grass comes up to about your calf. It is this long green and purple wispy grass that seems to just with the small breeze that comes at your back. You look ahead of you, and in this clearing, what you have is a giant tree. And the tree is carved, it seems. There's this giant stairwell that seems to be carved out of this tree. And there is vines and greenery everywhere. And the stairway leads up to a door that you can see on the tree. You have found yourself, Chitter, you're not aware of this, but Bearwolf, you have found yourself in the Feywild, the domain of your patron.
All right. Bearwolf's going to try to channel the energy of his Patreon to see if he can like get a location or get a sense on where her powers originating from to seek her out.
You focus and you feel that her power and the energy that is given to you through your magic comes within this tree.
All right, Chitter, we're going to need to go this way.
Well, immediately upon taking in your surroundings, Savin you look at him and he is like angry. What did you do?
Hey, you suggested using the amulet. I'm only taking your suggestion.
The plan was not to come here. Have you ever been here?
No.
Then why would you choose here?
Because my Patreon lives here, and I was seeking her out to get us back.
Have you ever met her?
I've done offerings to her.
What makes you think that was a good idea?
The offerings?
No. Coming here.
Because I feel she'll help us out.
Why can't we just plane shift from here to Parna?
Do you want to do that?
I thought that's what we were doing before you grabbed this bird grabbed my hand and we ended up here.
While they're like arguing, Chitter's like, like running around in the flowers and like chasing butterflies and shit. Like, this is beautiful. He freaking loves it.
Chitter just went full on hippie.
It's far out, man.
This is better than Parna. Parna might have a dragon.
I like it here.
And this may have, a pissed off deity that destroys you all.
Yeah.
It's so pretty. How could it?
Bearwolf did end up vomiting on re-entry, though.
Right.
That's why Seven's so mad.
He got it on his good boots. Not that boots matter to anybody.
Davward is just taking in the sights. He's still hurt, so he starts to sit down while you guys are arguing and just.
I come over to Seven and put a little daisy chain on his head.
What is this? Don't starve.
Thanks.
Seven, I don't know if you realize, but a lot of us almost died in that last encounter, and I'm hoping that maybe my Patreon will be able to give us something in order to use in our next encounter. So while we're here, we can take advantage of my relationship with my Patreon.
Just to go over facts again, you know nothing about this plane.
I know of what I've researched with my master in my younger days.
Did your research tell you anything about if we stay here too long and how time may shift?
Yes, I know time is of a different nature.
Then what on all of the earth and in all the planes made you choose to come to a place where you serve this person you've never met and don't know if is real, to come here to find her in hopes that she can help you with a dragon?
Sometimes you just gotta make risks.
That is not how I choose to live my life.
Well, right now I hold the key of getting back, so you just gotta go along with it.
You better make this quick.
Will do. And I proceed to go towards the tree.
Okay. As you make it closer to the tree, it seems that these orbs, there's about 5 that are in the clearing with you. They seem to slowly be hovering over your heads.
Can I sense any hostile presence from them? Or are they just more of like friendly little wisps?
You can make a perception check.
Let's get the low rolls out of the way.
They seem fine.
Yeah, Beowulf keeps going towards the tree.
Okay. You make it about halfway up the stairs, and you notice that the wisps are getting closer.
I'm trying to think on how to react to it. Just gonna keep progressing.
Okay. You get almost up to the door, and they seem to be about 5 feet over your heads.
Hello, little guy. Just talking to the, or I guess I'm assuming wisps.
What languages do you speak?
Common, Elvish, and Sylvian. And Sylvian's the language of my Patreon.
Okay. And you hear in Sylvan, hello.
Is there anything I can assist you with?
Is there anything we can help you assisting with?
I'm here to see Titania.
And who are you?
I'm one of her servants, Beowulf. She's granted me with these powers, and he just forms like a little aura in his hand.
You must face us.
Run inside the door real quick.
Is it really necessary? I'm here on good. I'm here in good intentions.
You just hear in unison the 5.
Beowulf's just going to say okay in his mind and then just blast off an Eldritch Blast out the first one he sees.
All right, roll initiative.
They're gonna get y'all killed.
Throw down the daisies, pick up a sword.
You barge into their domain.
He said face us, what do you want me to do? Just be like, okay.
They didn't say my trial of combat.
What else does face us mean?
A battle of wits.
Stand with your face looking at them.
Yeah. Maybe their true form?
the easiest one is just to turn and face them.
I did look at them while I was speaking to them.
I would have run inside.
And I was talking to them.
I'm just waiting for Seven to run up and rip the amulet off your neck and try to get out.
All right, Chad,
he has to
we're
be
just gonna
attuned.
put you right there so that we can show this battle.
Is it all black and white?
Yeah, it's just gonna be gonna be black. I'm gonna pull some wisps up here real quick.
This is what we get when Boom was not ready for this.
Yeah, you don't have this already keyed up?
Yeah, okay. All right.
With lisps, without lips, and hips, and quips.
So no, there's not a map ready, but I would like to point out that I was at least making this happen.
You're doing amazing, Boom.
I noticed before you were talking about 3 wisps, and then you said all 5 of them said yes.
I said there were a few, and then I noticed said there were 5 hovering over your heads.
Okay.
So there are 5 that are about 5 feet over your heads and at the designated locations.
All right. Well, that's the first. That's the one where I just went threw it at him.
Yeah, I'll. What do you mean?
But I just like threw my Eldritch Blast at him.
Do it again. You mean the top one? Is that what you were just saying, or the?
Oh yeah, the one to my right.
Okay. I will go ahead and roll 2 Eldritch Blasts. I will give you a surprise on that. Those don't hit.
Great.
I got to get the NPCs in here. Give me a second. Thought I didn't need Sabin's sheet. Apparently I do.
Well, it's a little too late.
What were you gonna say?
I want to take, or when it becomes my turn, I guess I'm gonna take my turn to give Davin something to fight with.
Dabward. Okay.
Dabward.
Yeah, it's yeah. Now you're in combat. Okay. I'm working on it. I'm sorry. Oh, gee. You got lucky on the dex roll, I'll tell you that.
Thank you.
Okay, so yeah, you shoot 2 Eldritch Blasts, but they do not hit. Chitter, seems that Beowulf is engaging these floating, happy little orbs. What would you like to do?
We came with you, so we didn't have to do this shit.
I'm very sorry. Apparently, they're adamant about this kind of thing.
Did you try talking to them?
I did, and they said yes in unison.
12 does not hit.
Okay.
So just so you guys are aware, the door is probably, I mean, you are about 20 feet from the door. It is up the stairs, and then there's a small platform there. But while you're on, and the stairs are probably about how you guys are lined up. They're 10 foot wide.
Got it. Next.
Okay. 7. Seven's gonna do is short bow. Nice. He hits for max damage. He's going to shoot the bottom right one. It is the Wisp's turn. They are going to hover per se.
The one in front of me.
Huh?
I couldn't even see the one in front of me because there's like something.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's my bad. I had that set up wrongly. They're going to move in. First attack on you, Bearwolf, is a 7.
7. It doesn't hit.
Second one's an 18.
That hits.
You take 9 points of lightning damage. 7 takes 2 shocks from the wisps on both sides of him, and he is unconscious. So he falls, being shocked. And Chitter, you will take 1 shock attack. That's a natural 19. I take it that hits you.
Yes.
You take 6 points of lightning damage.
My daisy chainmail came through.
All right, Bearwolf.
Bearwolf's gonna take he's gonna take the shield and sword out of his backpack and throw it to Dabward.
Is this just a regular sword and shield?
I have no idea. I got them a long time ago.
Okay, then they probably are.
All right. Well, I tossed that to him.
If they're magical, they'd probably need to be attuned. So
True.
okay, I'll give you that as a free. I'll let you rummage them out and toss them at him real quick.
All right. Barrow's gonna reach out in front of the wisp, or to the wisp in front of him, and grab him, and use poison spray.
Okay.
I don't know why it rolled damage, but I meant to cast it as just a spell.
Well, poison spray is an attack roll, right? And then I believe it's an attack roll.
No, I think poison spray is just a.
Oh, it's a DC.
It's a DC save, so that's why it automatically rolls the damage because it's a DC save. It's not an attack roll.
Fails the save. However, as you spray the poison, it seems to have no effect on the wisp.
Great. As a bonus action, is that door open at the top of the stairs?
It is not open.
Never mind. Bearwolf looks to Chitter though, and it's like, we need to get through that door.
Is movement strictly a bonus action, or can it also? You can move.
Movement is its own thing. So on your turn, you have your action, which is open a door, hit something, whatever. Movement. You have your movement separately, so you can hit something and then run 30 feet. You just have to be aware of attacks of opportunity. Davward is going to pick up the sword and shield, and he's going to attack this wisp. Hits. Misses. Nice. So he does make purchase on it.
Yeah, Chitter's gonna rocket straight for that door.
Okay.
Wherever it is.
Let's move you back one more. You make it here. I'll move you back one more. Perfect. You make it to the door.
Okay, I try to open it up.
You're just gonna like pull on it. Are you
Push pull? Yes, I'm going to jiggle the handle, see if it gives.
It seems locked.
Okay, so I am going to use cunning action to make a dex check to use thieves' tools to disarm the lock.
All right, give it a shot.
Yes!
Very nice. You whip your thieves' tools out. It opens.
I don't know if I can move inside anymore, but that's that.
You only use 20 feet of movement. So yes, you can get in.
I get in. And
Okay.
Shut the door.
You shut the Did you say you shut the door? Okay.
Wait, she...
I don't lock the door, but I shut the door.
Right. No. But yeah. So you watch as the bird goes up.
Is there a window in the door?
No, there's not. It's just it's
Listen.
solid. The door seems to be one solid piece. It is on hinges and you opened it, but it is one, like, it takes a lot.
Does Bird see anything as soon as she gets in the room, or does she have to do a separate roll for that later?
Well, she just opened, or he opened, shut the door, so he didn't really take a look around.
I'm just
So
leaning against it like...
Yeah, so you have no idea.
He hurled at me.
Savin's gonna make a death saving throw. And fail. So that's one fail for Savin. The wisps are going to... when he goes down, they seem to pay him no mind. They're not going to continue to shock a downed body. However, they are going to converge on you guys. Actually, the wisp down here is going to use consume life on Savin. So he has to make a Constitution saving throw. He rolled exactly what he needed. So he's good. Bearwolf, you're going to take 3 shocks, and Davward's going to take a shock. You hear Davward cry out in pain, and you look back, and he's taking the shock, and he doesn't look good. 3 on you.
You rolled a 3 is what you said?
No, sorry. 3 attacks on you.
Okay.
So that's a 20.
Yeah.
That's a natural 20.
You said you rolled 2 20s?
No. The first one was a 16 plus 4. The second one was a natural 20. And the third is a natural 17.
Yeah.
Okay. You take 41 points of lightning damage as the 3 wisps shock you. Are you still alive? No? So you're unconscious?
Yep.
Okay. Well, it's your turn. I mean, you have to make a death save. Okay.
At least he's right by his Patreon.
That's great, Gabby. At least you won't have to travel far to find her.
Hey, right out here.
Dafford is going to yell to you, Chitter. Bird! Help! Help! He's going to try to hit the wisp again. Natural 20. And a 5. So at least one of the wisps is not looking well.
One of them?
Chitter's gonna peek out the door.
You see 2 downed party mates, a Davward in the middle of them, and 5 wisps.
How's the one right in front of me looking?
It's looking all right. It's looking good.
Okay. So who's down? Who's unconscious? Just Bear?
Bear and 7.
Bear and 7. Y'all should have run. Okay. Sure. I'm gonna like pew pew out the door.
Okay. At the one closest to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not clicking. Hold up. Oh, yeah. 22.
Hits.
Six.
Okay.
Yeah. Pew pew. Closed door.
7 fails his second death save.
He was right about you.
The wisps are gonna try to end him, so he's gonna make saves. 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 And then the one is going to attack Davward. And he hits him. Yep. Davward is down as well.
Bear's gonna party wipe the party. See, this is why we split the party, so we don't die with Bear.
All right, Beowulf. Okay. Davward makes his death save.
What's deemed to save? A 10 and above or 12 and above?
I think it's
10 or higher.
Yeah.
Okay.
16 to hit.
That's really problematic with the way Beowulf rolls.
16 does not hit. Okay, so you shut the door again?
Yeah.
Okay.
I listen to the screams.
No screams. But it is your turn again.
Pew pew.
You open the door. The 5 wisps remain. Your friends are gone.
I shut the door and I look around inside.
Okay. We're going to take a break. Meanwhile, you guys in the cave, Chill. Inna, where did you go, Inna? You like behind Chill or something?
She's under Zan.
Oh, okay. So Chill, Corbin, Ackland, Zines, Chad, Inna, Zan Falcon, and Una Aura. You, what have you done? I mean, you're over here. You've cast a tiny hut. Are you guys doing anything else before you take a long rest?
While he's casting tiny hut, I would like to gather even more gold.
Okay.
I would like to try to get to capacity if possible.
And I'm trying to rig up some bags so that Chill can carry some too.
Okay. What are you rigging bags out of?
These tents.
Yeah, I carve these
Go
tents
for it.
up and make bags.
Cool.
As I do my ritual thing, I'll do my ritual thing, and then people will have to realize they'll have to be inside whenever it fully poofs, or they can't get inside.
Oh, once it's formed? Oh, okay. Like, as it's formed, we have to be standing around.
Yeah, as it forms, you have to be inside, or you can't. But once you're inside, you can come and go as you please.
Okay.
I believe that's how it's set up. Let me
I think
double
so.
check. It's if you're, yeah. Well, if you're inside when it's casted, then whatever's inside can freely come and go. Because there was a ruling where there was arrows inside when they cast it, so they grabbed the arrows and shot them out. But since the arrows were inside, the enemy picked up the arrows and shot them back in because they could go to and fro. So yeah. So you're more than welcome to grab gold if you want to take time out of your long rest, but just make sure you're in here when it goes piff. And then I want to, whenever it's formed and I'm no longer doing the ritual, I want to say a quick little silent prayer to Revorhu for all those that we have lost, and during this little dragon fight, and the poor souls again that we lost, and say a little prayer for our friends that vanished into thin air.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything else besides Chad is gathering a wealth of gold?
Trying to stay alive.
You're passed out at this point.
Shut up, you.
You're unconscious. Nobody knows where you are. I'm just kidding. Okay, so you guys are just gonna take a long rest? Okay.
So, question.
Yeah.
While you're over here, or while we're on us, and we're taking a long rest, are we getting the benefits of a long rest before I start recovering spell slots and HPs and all that?
Well, that brings up an interesting question, doesn't it? Is anybody staying watch? Or is everybody sleeping?
I'm half elf, so I'm staying watch when I'm not doing the meditation, not sleep thing.
So which do you do first? Do you sleep or do you watch? Where in the 8 hours do you think you would take your trance?
Is anyone else going to watch too? Or split the time with me?
I can stay up first, and then I can take my rest later. Because if something was to happen, I can still defend through the staff. So I can stay watch for now, and then take my rest after.
Cool, then we'll half it.
Okay.
I don't need to recover spell slots, but I do need to recover the last 30 or so hit points.
Hold on, let me see here. I got 3 more spell slots I can burn on Cure Wounds for you.
Before you rest, that's cool.
Yeah, I'll just cast 3 level 1s real quick on him.
we're going to have no magic and this dragon's going to return. But at least I'll look pretty.
There you go. All right, let me cast this on him real quick. There's 12. There's 5. And there's 8. That's all I can do.
Okay, that puts me within 3, so I'm good. I can take some of the watching if I need to.
So then Chad can take first watch while I rest, and then halfway through that watch, Enna can come out.
Okay. And remember, Corbin does have alarm, and he has set it mentally, so he will wake up if anything triggers the area that he has set.
Okay, so with that being said, and the watches are going, do I recover spell slots or not yet?
You all get the benefits of a full rest. It's about, like, by this time it's about 4 in the afternoon. So, I mean, you can't really tell because you're inside a cave. But it's about mid-afternoon, so you find that you've probably gotten I don't know, 14 hours of sleep or so. You feel rested.
Some of that I got the gold that I wanted to, right?
Yeah.
Can I mark my character sheet as such?
Sure. You got a buttload of gold.
That's a unit of measurement now, is a buttload.
Actually, it is a unit of measurement for wine. Fun fact.
Okay.
I just so you know, just a little housekeeping. I dropped my silver pieces and electrum pieces to get gold.
Okay.
That's a good plan. So how much gold have we actually amassed now?
You have bags and bags full of gold that you guys can help. Chad can carry all of it, and he's going to look like a pack mule, but you guys can help him when you're ready. He has, like, over 20,000 pieces.
Is the gold solid or in liquid form?
Solid, like coins.
Okay, then it can't be a it can't be a buttload if it's not, because a buttload's actually, for ounces and stuff, because it's
a boatload.
2 hogsheads, and hogsheads are for volume, not mass.
So you scholared in the ways of the dwarven anal cavity to know this, right?
Amateur DM doesn't even know his buttload measurements.
But in the U.S., a buttload is 126 gallons.
Oh my gosh. Please tell me that's going to be it. Please tell me. Please tell me.
There's our quote.
Please tell me. Oh my gosh. Anyways, you guys have a lot of gold on you. A lot. You'll wake up. You're fully rested. So everybody's back at full health. You have half your hit dice back. If you expended spell slots, you have them back. And just as you guys are continuing to wake up, which actually, how long is 24 hours is Tiny Hut, right?
Something like that.
There's an hour in there. I don't know. Could it be 20 hours? I don't know.
Cast the spell or click on the
8
spell.
hours.
8 hours. So you got a full rest. So you didn't sleep that long. So you rested 8 hours. You wake up just as Tiny Hut is getting ready to dissipate. Yeah, it doesn't dissipate while you're sleeping, but you get up. You feel that the effects are getting ready to wane. When Corbin does tell you he's here.
Awesome.
Now, when you say that you can sense him within a mile, is that he's flying above a mile, or is he like into the chute.
Oh no! He's in the other cavern. He triggered my alarm. I don't know why he has a Dakotan accent now. It's definitely not. That's definitely not Irish. But anyways.
No, it's definitely Canadian.
Oh no. He's definitely in the other cavern. Don't you know?
He flew to Canada and back.
You betcha. The dragon's over there.
Death Road to Canada.
No, so Corbin can be within a mile of the alarm and be triggered. As soon as something goes through the cube that he set, he's notified.
Got it. Okay. So we need to get out of here very fast.
Or attack very fast.
It's at that point that you guys hear, "Where are you?"
Quick, Anna, yell at them in Draconic. Say nobody's home.
Do you want me to try to arrest him again?
Yes.
We've come back with a warrant.
We've got a warrant this time.
Sorry, Zinies. I think that would be a little bit counterproductive.
Do you guys want to fight him?
Well, if we make him come to us, I mean, he's going to have to go through that little cavern, which all he can do is fire, but we can't do anything to him unless we go back over there.
Actually, can we really not do anything to him? Because as long as, if we try to shoot through this opening here, we can prevent him doing so much damage.
I don't think that's an opening. That's like a ledge, if I remember correctly.
Let me remind you that this area here is it's 40 feet sheer to where this lava runs. It's 40 feet, and then it plateaus. So there is definitely a way that a dragon could come through. There is definitely a connecting way.
And remember, we no longer have fire resistance.
We could hide in the gold.
The no fire resistance is a big deal.
Well, I mean, maybe for you guys.
Okay, so do we want to draw him here, or do we want to go in there?
Well, just remember, we've had 8 hours to rest. This dragon has had 8 hours to rest.
Maybe.
Or 8 hours to go attack Parna.
Yeah, or 8 hours to go attack Parna.
Which we were definitely at right now.
Shut up.
If he attacked Parna, I'm sure Beowulf and Chitter had that attack completely covered and took care of it.
So just a quick question, technicality. Did Zan actually give those scrolls back to Bear, or did he just tell him what they did?
No, I gave them back to him. Because that would be amazing.
Don't snub me like that.
I for sure said I'd give them back to Bear.
Okay, I couldn't remember, just making sure.
Because he had me share what they did.
He could have just told him. He may not have had to hand them back. He could have just said,
he definitely gave them back.
Well, that's why I was checking. I just wanted to make sure.
I know.
Tiny Hut wasn't a ritual caster or a concentration, right?
Nope, just a ritual cast.
Could he have identified the 2 potions I have during the last?
Yeah, I mean, if he wants to retcon it in,
I can retcon that. That's nothing crazy. Watch. It's like life and death.
It's potions of keep the party safe for 3 days.
You're not really doing that, are you?
No. Do you think I would put my coffee needs above everybody's health and safety? I mean, Una Ora's here, duh.
He's a reformed man when she's around.
Yes, he is.
All right, I gave X the 2 potions. Yeah.
Right, I hand him back his 2 potions and just kind of wink at him.
You tell him what they are?
Yeah, I'll tell him what they are.
That's the worst identification ever.
Just to
I know
wait.
what they are.
I mean, Zan only does it because of his own curiosity.
All right, so you have those 2 potions available.
I would say we need to get out of here. We need to get out of here fast.
Get out of here and attack, or get out of here and leave the cave.
It's at that point that you hear coming, booming from the other side. What did you take?
Okay,
Well,
so if we try to leave, he's just going to come after us.
Yeah, that's part of a problem too.
Okay, so my first thing was, well, I would love to kill a dragon. We are down a few people, and we don't have fire protection. But now, if we try to leave, he's just going to follow us and attack us outside.
At least if we get outside, though, like if we take him outside the door where we were in that big ravine area before we came in through here, where we fought the troll or the giants at least there out in the field, we're not having to deal with geysers and poison clouds. So it might not be a bad idea just to lure him outside the door and face him there. I mean, yeah, we don't have fire protection, but it's either that or he follows us to Parna and who knows how many innocents die.
And it's going to be helpful if we also spread out quite a bit so that when he does direct his fire, we have the fewest possible people taking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're going to try and lead him out of the caves.
Correct.
Okay, that's what we do.
Okay, how do you do that?
And then tell him to catch us if he can. And then let's make a run for it.
I yell back to him, "You're still under arrest." And start moving away.
Very well. Okay.
I will go Sabretooth form, and I will put Chad and Zan on my back.
Okay. Yeah, Tiny Hut has dissipated. Are you guys stealthing out, or are you just like Scooby-Dooing out of here?
I'm booking it.
Oh, I think we're kind of like screaming like girls and running.
Okay.
We're purposely causing a commotion to draw him to us.
Okay. Well, then roll initiative.
Oh, before I
Before
go,
what?
Kitty, before I go, Kitty, can I yell? Can I say, Ackler, run?
Yes.
And then go, Kitty.
So I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna back Inna and Chill up just a little bit, and you just up just a little bit. So say you got like 3/4 of the way of where you were. Yeah. Yep.
Man, my initiative has been garbo lately.
It's not always necessarily bad for a spellcaster.
Zines, is your turn. Top of the round.
I movement and dash. I can go 80 feet. So I'm not sure what the equivalent of 80 is, but that is what I'm doing.
It's off the map.
Then I am off the map.
Who's all on the kitten?
I am.
It's Chad and Zan.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, you told me I could have 2 people since Chad is now small.
Yes. I didn't hear that he got on. All right, cool. Yeah, you brushed past.
I just
You brushed past Inna, and you guys are gone.
Do I need to make you invisible, Dreve? Or should we be fine without?
You guys. So if you remember the winding cavern you guys came in from, that loot that goes straight to here. So you are like back almost by where before the cut, the curve. You're right back in there.
Does it sound? Can we tell if he's coming through the tunnels at us?
You definitely heard him from the lair that you fought him in the first time.
Right, but can we tell if he's going up through the hole or if he's coming through the caves at us?
Sounds like currently he's in the other chamber. That's where he was yelling at you from.
So, guys, I have...
Pass without a trace.
Yes, that.
It's a solid spell for this. Does it say how many people, or does it just say the party?
Let's look at it.
I think it's anybody within 30 feet or something of you.
Yeah. Each creature that she chooses within 30. I'm not sure how invisibility works without looking at it. If he was to cast invisibility on me while they were riding me, would it just turn me invisible, look like they're floating in the air? I think anything the target is wearing or carrying is invisible as long as it's on the target. So yeah, it would be invisible too.
Yeah, but you can't move and use invisibility.
This is greater invisibility, not regular.
Haha, get on my level, son. Now go back to being dead.
It is Chad's turn.
I look backwards and see if I can see the dragon and hold on tightly.
Okay. You currently cannot.
Done with my turn.
So Chill and I, well, okay, so I need to do the pass without trace, right?
Not until you're within 30 feet of us. If you do it now, it's only going to affect you and Chill.
Is there anybody behind me?
I think all the NPCs.
Yeah, all the NPCs are still in there.
You might want to do it on them.
Yeah, because you guys are going to have the invisibility one, right? So
just hold an action until they catch up.
Right, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hold an action. I'm going to yell at them that I need them to gather around me so I can do this. And then I'll hold.
Okay. Are you moving closer to the door, though? This way.
If I move,
you can move and still hold your action.
But they're going to need to do a dash to get to me anyway, right?
Yeah.
So then I should only move. What's the maximum I should move? Or what's the maximum? How far can they go? And then if I can move a little bit, I will.
Oh, you're waiting to see if they can dash to you
right
on their turn, and then you cast it. Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
2 of them can book it. 1 probably not so much.
So should I come back a little bit then?
Where you're at's probably fine.
Then I'll stay.
Okay. Ackland can just dash past you though. Like he's just gonna book it.
I did say Ackland run.
Corbin.
Have a question about pass without trace. So they have to be within 30 feet of me when I cast it. Do they have to remain within 30 feet of me for the duration?
Looks like it.
Okay.
Corbin actually can get that far. Una can dash past you, so everyone has either passed you or is within 30 feet. So you could cast it now, but not everyone is within 30 feet of you, I don't think.
But when you say everyone, you mean Zinies.
Right. Well, they They dashed up to
them because they're going to do the invisibility thing.
Well,
Okay.
Una and Ackland kept running past you. They didn't stop to wait for you. They just kept running past you.
They dashed up to the kitten.
Why did they ignore me? I told them I needed to cast something within 30 feet.
They went past you.
Fight or flight. They chose to flight. It's okay. If they get killed, it's their own fault for not listening to you.
Zan's turn.
I was holding my action until this happened so that then I could cast it. So I'm casting it now. So only Corbin's going to benefit. Actually, is Chad supposed to be on Zani's back?
No, I've got him just for camera purposes.
Yeah, he's on my back just for camera.
Right, gotcha. So I'm going to go ahead and cast it. Corbin's the only one that's going to get the benefit other than myself and Chill. But I'm going to go ahead and move. Let's see. I'm going to move within 30 feet from Corbin.
You're well within 30 feet of him.
Right, but I want to move, but I want to stay within 30 feet from Corbin so he still has pass without trace.
Right. You'll have to.
She just wants to move as far away from him as
closer
possible.
to the door.
Right.
Let's stay within 30 feet of him so that he's within the 30-foot range of her.
Right. On your turn, you can move, but when you hold an action, you're only holding that action.
Okay, got it.
So you could cast it now, or you could wait till your turn and then move to everyone and then cast it. Or move.
All right, I'll do that.
Okay. Are you doing anything, Zan?
I was gonna pet the kitty with my greater invisibility.
That's going to take your whole action. Oh, I'm just kidding. Petting. Never mind. Yeah, you can do that.
And hold on for dear life.
Can I purr as a free action?
There you go. I didn't get that you weren't just petting. I was like trying to make a joke.
No, go right ahead.
No. All right, so you, the cat, and Chad all disappear. The dragon is going to sit on top of the plateau. And that's all it's doing. It's your turn.
I will hold the dash action.
Okay. Chad?
I remain on the cat's back. I can't see where I'm at, so.
You guys are past the map. Okay.
That's all I do. I mean, there's nothing to fight, so I'm just hanging out.
Right. You're up, Anna.
Okay, I'm going to join the others, but I don't know how to get there.
If you join them, I'll just pull you off. Yep. And then, you still want to do pass without a trace when everyone is within 30?
Right, so I'll
Okay.
hold it till Corbin gets here.
Okay. Well, Corbin's 2 turns away, so he rushes up. You guys are all within 30 feet of each other.
All right, so I cast pass without a trace.
Okay. And then you guys, do you continue into the way you came?
Yes.
Okay.
Stealthily this time.
Stealthily, all right.
But I yell back in Draconic, nah, you can't catch us.
We'll
Oh.
see.
No.
All right, so you guys are at the bottom right. You're out of combat because you've slipped into a cavern where he can't really follow. And whoever's the last in, as you look back, he seems to be staying where he is.
Take it we're still heading towards the exit, eh?
Yes.
Nimble kitty can jump, right?
Nimble
So here's the question. You're all invisible, and the cat is going to attempt to jump from stone to stone. How far can the cat jump?
Cat has a strength of 18.
Okay.
Well, with my animal handling skill, no, I'm just joking.
Yeah, you can clear those jumps.
I would definitely hold on for dear life.
Well, Zan and Chad, go ahead and make athletics checks.
I can't do acrobatics. Darn it. Yep, that usually happens, right?
I was really just hoping there was anything but a 1.
It's not a 1, Boom. It's an 8. It's an 8.
No, I know.
Chad?
Yeah, it's an 8. That's true. It's an 8. It's not a natural.
And I'm treating it as an 8. The DC was 10. However, so which way do you jump, Kitty?
Along that path.
Okay.
Basically from there to there, but stopping at each of the little islands.
You and Zan are unaware that you lose Chad because you're all invisible.
Do I not feel the weight shift?
You do, but you're jumping.
Right. Once I land, I would notice the difference.
Yeah, once you land, you notice the difference. Chad, you find yourself unable to hold on to Battle Kitty, and you are thrust off. You land on this ladder, and you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as the ladder, but you are on the ladder that is over the rocks, so you lucked out there. But taking the damage does revert your invisibility, I believe.
Okay, and is that 3 reduced by half to 1?
Were you raging?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. No, that would not be the case. I'm just used to it always being there. Sorry. I'm always angry.
Oh, actually, the spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell. So taking damage, I don't believe, would revert you.
I'll continue on foot then and make the jump directly towards Battle Kitty.
Yeah. You can. I mean, you are small enough. You can make it across this ladder and make it to the other side.
Okay. Can I get back on Battle Kitty?
Yes.
Okay, I do that.
You say anything?
Oops. I say, I'm sorry, Kitty. I rolled a 1. I am not doing well on riding Battle Kitty.
We need to practice more when we're not in combat.
All right. Is everyone else going over?
Well, Zan came with me.
Yeah, Zan's over, so it's mostly just in and chill.
Yes.
And I think you guys made that jump pretty easy without roll, so you should be fine. All right. I think you guys are going as fast as possible. All right. Who's first, since the cat's invisible with the 2 peoples?
Cat's still leading.
Okay. Where do you want to be, Anna? You want to be at the back, or you want to be in the middle?
Middle.
Okay. All right, so you guys make it across. You lose your friend, but he finds his way back without dire consequence.
Thank goodness.
All right, how would you like to proceed?
Out. I would like to proceed out.
All right, just continue to proceed out.
Watch out, there's a pit on your right.
I carefully, slide so as to not lose Chad to lava again.
Okay, so you slow down a little bit. All right.
Well, I'm slowing down anyway because my speed is 40, so I'm having to stay within 30 to keep the pass without a trace from Enna.
Gotcha.
I tell Zan Falcon to give me a hug and hold me while I ride this damn beast that kicks me off whenever it's wrong time. He got to know where I'm sitting right in front of him. He knows where I am.
Yeah, but the first time he probably forgets that you're tiny. Yeah, he just kind of, where your,
And as a
your
bonus
torso should
action,
be.
I purr.
All right, go ahead and move yourselves up.
Fonza, I need you in front.
Okay. You can make those jumps easy. So you do. You continue across. In that chill, you can make those jumps easy. The rest follow. You come up to the next chamber. This is the one where you almost lost Ackland.
Does Ackling suffer a moment of PTSD?
Yeah, I was about to ask, is he triggered? Does he start shivering, maybe wet himself?
As he rounds the corner, Ackland fire.
Alright. Can I make the jumps from tiny island to tiny island?
You got the jump. Either make an athletics or an acrobatics check.
Me?
Yes, you.
Oh, okay. I'll do athletics. It's actually plus an additional 3 because the kitty's athletics is plus 4, so it's an additional 3, so a total of 16.
Okay. You make it.
I just like the.
You guys holding on for dear life, but these weren't as big of jumps, so you were jostled, but fine.
But
you can't.
Chad just a little tighter.
Can't see what you're riding on, so it's literally scary to go over lava and not expect to fall inside.
Does anybody get the extra papoose, what squeaks in, and I could put a front-facing papoose on and just put Chad right there, kind of like a baby character?
Bear tried that; he was denied.
Yeah, but that's Bear.
It's for your own good. It's not just because we think it would be hilarious.
No, I'm good.
All right, you guys make it across. Anna, go ahead and roll acrobatics or athletics. Barely, but you're okay. Doing a roll for chill. D20 plus whatever is either dex or strength. He's fine. Do you guys continue, or do you wait until everyone has made across?
I wait for Ackland.
Ackland is determined that this time will be different. He makes the first jump, teeters. He makes the second, gains a little bit of confidence. Makes the third, and his leg slips straight from under him. He lands on his butt and falls right here into the lava. He rolled a 2! What am I supposed to do?
Show it!
It's right here!
See, that looks like a 5 to me.
I showed you the 5. He rolled a 2.
Ackland
What's
hurt.
his strength modifier?
Enough? Almost.
Enough, almost.
No, well, no, it's not enough. It's not. It's 4.
Sunday's a good day for death.
What would you like to do? Ackland is burning alive.
How far down?
Waist deep.
Just leave.
No. How far down is lava from the top?
Oh, it's like 4 inches.
I hop down and pull him out.
Okay. Make a strength check.
Ackland's gonna think this is some magical shit since he can't see you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to help.
All right. Go ahead and roll a strength check.
Since I was holding on to Chad when he jumped off, I guess I'm now throwing off Kitty and went with him for the trip, so I'll help.
Okay.
I almost rolled the same strength as the dwarf.
You guys all are able to pull Ackland out. He's passed out from the pain. However, last time it seemed that armor that he was wearing seemed to shield him for most of the heat and the burning and this time he's had a rest. He's had some magical healing properties. But you watch as his eyes just, he's unconscious. You pull him out, and as you pull, you see his waist, you see half a femur, and nothing left behind.
We need to get him to a healer.
I can't feel my leg.
What can Una Aura do?
I can try cure wounds.
There's not a wound to cure.
Isn't he just a big wound?
I'll try. She reaches down past you guys. Well, the invisible one she can't see. She shimmies over to him, puts her hand on a part that is not burned. You watch as the healing surge of magic, as you guys have seen through cure wounds, touches and gets to the body and fizzles.
Nobody had that spell that could stabilize somebody, could they? Would it even help in this?
Someone has it, and they are in the Feywild.
Oh.
I have cure wounds as well.
Well, we don't know where they are.
Cure wounds didn't work when Una Aura casted it. Cure wounds is not a spell that can fail unless it just doesn't work. It's not because you rolled wrong for it. It's just.
I believe we have lost Ackland.
You said he's unconscious.
Yeah, and he doesn't have legs.
I'm sad.
That's not the end of the world.
I mean, in
somebody
medieval
comes back in the future.
times, yes, pretty much.
I mean, for him, it's probably the end of his world.
I call out and yell Ravorhu's name and tell him that he served his purpose and ask if there's anything that could be done at least to save another lost soul to the lair of the dragon.
These gods are getting real tired of our shiz, you guys. You can't ask him, then I can't ask the tinnitus guy.
You're not here.
You feel a sense of peace wash over you as you say your prayer about Ackland.
Not that he can see me, but the kitty will just kind of bow her head in silence.
Una is visibly upset.
I will console her and tell her that, if this was how it must have be done, then we shall remember him as the hero and count his many accomplishments.
She seems confused at the bodiless voice that is talking to her. However, she does take the words with a good spirit.
I say to Ackland strong, Ackland good.
Is Gabby gonna cry?
I might.
I know I might too.
I'm physically sad right now.
I know.
Yeah, here's another one, and we couldn't save him, and
It's even worse because I'm in battle kitty form, so I can't even talk or say anything right now other than meow.
You can do a really sad meow.
Yeah, the sad roar like Lion King or something.
Yeah, I'll do that.
It echoes the chamber.
I will eat a soft taco in his honor.
All right. What would you guys like to do as you take a moment to say goodbye to your brief but ever remembered friend, Ackland?
He had a good arm.
I would discuss with the group how to let his body rest.
Put bad legs.
Shall we give him a Viking send-off and then lower him into the lava that already started?
Oh, I'm sure greater invisibility only lasts for a minute, right?
Oh, yeah. So, yeah. I didn't check that. I thought you guys were good for an hour. Yeah, a minute. You're done. Especially with the amount of time you guys have taken to depart to. Yeah. It would probably be best to leave him in the lava.
Then I get the hempen rope from my bag and start lacing it up around his body so we can lower him gently into the night.
And as you do, the hempen rope catches and you have to let go and set him gently as you let go, and Ackland disappears in flame and in lava. He is no more.
I'll say a silent prayer to my fire god to take his body into the warmth and let the heat of his courage inspire us and to not let his memory be forgotten.
I grab my viol and play a quick little sad violin. Hang my head down as I slowly pull the bow as tears roll down my face. And if anybody wants the immersion, I link what I'm playing in Discord for you.
And I do this customary axe salute.
We will continue out after we've done our little piece.
You can do so easily enough, making the last 2 jumps and carefully making your way over the rocks that somewhat separate this lava from where the giants had made their camp. All right, y'all make it past the rocks. Yeah, Chad's there. Everyone should be there. That is there. You guys, once you make it past the rocks, how do you guys proceed?
Out. Sorry, I couldn't help it, Boom.
It's all right. Okay.
Yeah, probably out to the door was where we were planning on trying to wait for the dragon. Out in the ravine.
Well, I mean, are you're just booking it and then you're looking behind you, or how are you? You're stealthily like peeking?
No.
Am I still on Battle Kitty?
Yeah.
Yeah. After.
And I'm sitting facing out so I can see behind us.
Yeah. Once I hit the outside part, I would have done like the little, drifting where I stop and just kind of turn myself to just watch the door.
Sweet.
As you make your way out and you guys do your coast around to look, because the top of this mountain, there is where the cave sits, there is a place that would serve as, because there's the top where you perceive the chute where the dragon would come out. As you guys wheel around, sitting right on top of the cave is Tractyl, the dragon.
But he can't see any of us.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's not true.
Oh, that's not true. I didn't cast it on you guys.
Well, no, you did, but Pass Without a Trace just adds to your stealth roll. But you are in plain daylight as you come into this ravine.
Yeah, it just says you can't be tracked.
You can't be detected except by magical means, I think is what the verbiage is.
Right, but it's you can stealth.
Right. Tracked, but you guys walked out and you're saying, "Oh, hey, look at me." Like, he didn't come in behind you, like he was waiting at the front door and you guys walked on out.
So Veil of Shadows and Silence radiates from us. Or from me.
Right. So you left no trace behind you guys. But as you come out into the ravine and do a 180.
Okay, but the invisible people are still invisible?
No, that dispelled.
Okay. I wave at the dragon.
You what?
Wave at him and say, "We have your words."
I wave at the dragon and say, "I got your gold. You're under arrest." Solid.
Shall we finish this?
In your own time.
All right.
Would it be worth it to try to lure him back to Parna?
Yeah, because you have friends there waiting on you.
I'm sure that Beowulf and Chitter are gathering a large group contingent to come out and slay this dragon with us. They went for help, right?
Definitely.
What can I see by looking at the dragon? Does he look still like he's hurt, or does he look refreshed and renewed?
Sorry, the dragon looks better. He doesn't appear as he did when you left him last.
I don't think that we can get away from a dragon out in the open like that. Or at least you guys can't.
What's the duration of polymorph?
1 hour.
Concentration 1 hour?
Yes.
He's literally right there, except up.
Mm-hmm. I volunteered myself to become a monkey and punch him in his face.
Well, you don't have a lot of time to talk that through because it's time for your initiative. But we're going to jump over to the Feywild.
Do you want us to roll initiative first or wait on that?
Just wait because it's going to be next week, probably.
Meanwhile,
The Adventures of Chitter
and only Chitter.
and her new birdhouse.
I live here now.
His new birdhouse.
Okay, I'm just gonna have to go for it. Chitter, you find yourself behind the door that you just shut. Your friends are no longer there, but there are 5 wisps on the other side. Did you get any of that?
Yes, I lock the door and take a look around.
You lock it?
I lock it. I lock it good. Because wisps have hands, and they can totally open the doorknob.
In front of you, there's a long hallway. It is 5 by 5 and seems to have an arch at the top. It is all carved out of carved wood.
If it's the only way I can go, let's go.
You continue for about 5 minutes until you find. Well, it does seem strange that. Yeah, something. You find yourself at the bottom of a set of swirling stairs, all carved out of wood. To the left, there are 2 crates.
I check at the crates.
All right, roll an investigation check. Nice. There are 2 potions.
Want to pass me some of those rolls, Gabby?
Yeah, I'll take those potions. Do I recognize either of them?
You do not. They do appear to be the same, 2 of the same, but you are not sure what they might do. You make your way. Well, what do you do after that? Do you make your way up the stairs?
I'd like to listen or smell or something.
Roll perception check. Smells nice. Like, wood usually has a nice smell to it. This has a nice wood smell, like all around. You listen, and ever so slightly, you just hear this ambient sound of just kind of a small, just like continues. Doesn't have a direction, doesn't have a source. It just as far as looking, there seems to be light coming from the top of the stairs because you don't have dark vision, but it's enough that you knew to come down the tunnel and you can see it coming from the stairs.
I'll head up.
Okay. You doing so stealthily, or you're just like booking it?
No, I'm creeping. Making sure if the floorboards creak, I'm avoid that one.
All right. Roll a stealth check.
My time to shine.
Okay, good to know. You make your way up, checking the stairs. You continue around as you get closer and closer to the light. You stay until you feel that you're enough out of the light from the stairs to kind of take a look. You can see that it comes up to a landing and then continues in a hallway fashion. So if you came in this way, you went all the way up, and it's going to go this way. So it's almost vertical.
Okay, if there's no change in ambience, I'll continue.
There is not. You continue, and you can now see that there are small orbs that are floating to create light, but you can immediately tell it is not more wisps. It does appear just to be almost like dancing lights that you've seen before. Just these small orbs that just give the faintest shed of light, and they just dance above The ceiling grows. While it is still 5 foot in width, it is about a 15-foot high ceiling now.
Okay, so there's a clear end of a hallway, or can I see the end of it?
As you look down, it looks like a hallway almost from a hotel. There are doors and doors and doors and doors.
I'd like to listen at the first door.
Okay, you take a listen. No sound.
Is there a keyhole?
There is not.
Is there a doorknob?
There is not. There is just the outline of what would be a door.
Okay, so I look inside.
You go to push, and it doesn't give for you. You try to claw at the ends to pull out, and it doesn't pull. It just remains.
Okay. So I try to head down and find the end of the hallway.
Okay. You continue for 10 minutes, passing doors upon doors upon doors, all looking the same. None are different than the others, except that the wood just continues to look immaculate. Like it has been, for inside of a tree, you wouldn't think it would look this treated and this nice, but it's all solid. You continue until you do find at the end, so you have the end of the hallway, the door at the cap is the same. However, it does have one solid line on it. It is black. The doors to your right and your left, the outlines are blue.
I'm gonna set Squeak Squeak down on the floor and see if he can perceive anything about either the 3 doors.
He seems to want to go towards the middle door.
Okay, I'm gonna listen, senses in general at the blackish door, the black line door.
Roll a perception check. You hear faint murmurs, but you cannot make out what they say. Almost like whispers.
Is there a crack between the bottom of the door and the floor?
No, it is flush.
And there's no doorknob that's the same?
Correct.
Okay, I put Squeak Squeak back up and I knock on the door.
No response.
Are there hinges or anything?
There are no hinges. It is a outline of a door frame, and there is a line, pretty much 2 foot in the middle of the door.
Time for the handy dandy crowbar.
All right, so you're gonna try to pry it open.
I don't charge nothing. I pry.
All right, go ahead and make a strength check with advantage. You get it into the crack, and you give it everything you've got, and you don't see the wood budge at all. Normal wood would splinter, and you could chip your way through. Doesn't seem like that's the case here.
Okay, well, I'm gonna call out. Hello?
Moments pass. You look down the other end, and near where you came in, well, not near because 10 minutes walk, but you can see at the far end, as far as you can see, there's a figure standing in the hallway.
I don't like it. Okay, Chitter tries the blue doors.
What do you do with the blue doors?
Push on them.
You push. No give.
Crowbar.
Strength check. You start to bend the crowbar slightly as you are pulling so hard, but the wood doesn't give.
We don't have handles.
Chitter giggles as a free action.
I take out a torch and I light one of the blue doors.
The wood, as you begin to light, the wood will not catch at all.
Should have taken that oil.
The figure begins moving closer to you.
Okay, hold on. Look at the contents of something. Okay. She just frantically tries all the other doors.
What are you trying to do?
Pry them open, push them open, bang on them. Doo, 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 doo.
All right, so you're frantically just trying to find a way out of this hallway. The figure continues to move closer and closer, closer. It's standing about 20 feet from you now.
All right, I point the torch that direction and say, "Who goes?"
You seem lost, child.
Shaking knees.
Who is it you seek?
Titanium tartar sauce.
This figure is hooded. From what you can see, their face is a green color in a dark blue robe. They continue to move closer. Who is it you seek?
I seek the Patreon of friendship.
Will you lower your weapon?
Do you speak friend?
For those that do not wish to harm us.
Chitter snuffs the torch.
May I pass?
Sure.
They move closer to you. You almost have to do one of these in the hallway as they pass. They go up to the door with the line on it. They extend a finger that traces the black line from top to bottom, and you watch as a portal opens in the entire doorway. They look back to you and extend their hand through. Come.
I follow.
And that's where we'll stop. Who is it you seek?
Titanium tartar sauce.